go. I got to lean in.
You know what, baby?
Rumor has it.
There we go. I'm still off chat. It still says we're Housewives of Potomac. Happy Monday. Oh, wrong thing again.
Wait a minute.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to another recap of The Lead. As you see, if you are a long time returning whatever viewer of The Lead, you know what it means when you see me,
Hello.
Jazz, and Asia on the screen together. Can somebody tell us what that means? Anybody know what that means?
Ladies night, ladies night, ladies night, ladies night.
We just started saying when we started doing Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it's just something we say, but it's ladies' night. Of course, I am a man, but I am a lady too. And
Hello.
so that being said, Jazz, how you been? It's been a minute. I mean, outside of the Traders Lean that we did, you were there for that. But in terms of this show, Married to Medicine, how you been?
I am fine. The people have been missing me, so I decided.
They've been requesting your presence.
They've been requesting my presence, and it's okay. I'm here.
I missed her.
Okay. No, I will say we have missed you, Jasmine. I can say I'm people too. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself.
Okay.
For
the masses, but we can speak for each other.
Okay, that's enough.
I would say you were missed for the most part.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Asia, how you doing?
I'm doing swell. Finally rested.
So.
I ain't gonna lie. If you're in the comments right now and you watch the Traders video that we posted today about our little game, baby, we just recovered. Jazz, did you get a chance to watch it yet? I
did, honey.
Was it not a mess?
It was a mess, honey. I wish I was there because we would have kept it together.
It was, I wouldn't do anything different.
Yeah, I know. You had it to the end. I'm gonna tell you when I knew when you was lying though. When you was in that car with Asia, you just kept on explaining. I was like, okay, he's a traitor.
Feel his fate. You picked. Yeah. I said I wanted Antonio for that reason.
Yeah. Well, my whole goal, and you'll hear about it at the reunion. We did film a reunion too. My goal was to get Antonio. I know we were working together, but I wanted to try to get to the end alone. So I said, let's take a risk and let's shake it up, let's make it interesting.
It's given Dan.
That's oh no, I'm favored. That's Dan, because clearly he did the same thing to me. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Potomac. We are in episode 15. I don't know why they gave this season the longest season, I feel like, in Potomac history, but they did. And so we're still here to talk about it. This is actually after next week, I believe, Potomac will be the last show of this little Christmas Bravo season where all these shows are coming on. So we're pushing through it. Myself, Asia, Jasmine, Danny, and Antonio are still here, and we'll be here for the remainder of the season. So it looks like they'll be going through the end of April, I think, maybe almost, because Real Housewives of New Jersey is returning on the first Sunday of May, which will take the slot of Potomac. So I believe Potomac will have either ended the week before or somewhere within that April time frame. So, Sean, the prize. So there wasn't really. Well, the prize was to get points towards our competition for the highest paid. You'll find out who the highest paid is at the reunion thing. So
please.
There is a highest paid, but the Traders game was just to get points towards that, and so you'll see. All right, y'all. Let's get into Potomac. We kind of rambled enough. We were a little late per Amanda K. Amanda was like, "Where y'all live?" Like, girl, we are here in makeup. Give us a chance, ladies. So we pick up this episode. They are in Dominican Republic at, I go to DR all the time. It was my first out of the country trip, but this trip is boring as hell, as the Austin trip was, in my opinion. But last week's episode, they ended off where the ladies were talking about what they assumed that Wendy and Candace were doing and saying when Gizelle was talking about Grace going to college in Florida, and Wendy walked up. So she asked them, what were y'all talking about? And everyone's kind of like, look around. Everybody's doing a mute challenge. Everybody's kind of quiet.
Right.
So they're like, I think one of them was like, well, we'll talk about it later. No, Wendy was like, no. Like, what were y'all talking about? Because she probably sensed there was something going on. She caught it. So then after that, Robin says it, and Wendy says that is not the case. That's something she would never do because in the past, because of some of the past allegations that Gizelle has made about her as it relates to Grace. So if you go back to season wherever they were at the Reasonably Shady event when they were at the COVID testing in the front of Giselle's house. Was it 6?
I think it's
okay, 6. That is where she said that Wendy gave her daughter a stank eye. And the
cockeyed crazy.
Cockeyed crazy is what she said.
Yeah.
And so Wendy was like, after that, that's something she would never ever do. She wouldn't try to, make it that way to where, anyone could ever assume that she was coming at Grace because of that comment. She walks on, I guess, eggshells in that way.
Right.
So Karen takes her side, and Karen was like, they probably were looking around, making faces, throwing shade. Kiana kind of also aligns with that too. And Candace is like, well, it's crazy that when I laugh, it's always a problem, but when y'all laugh, it's okay. Alluding to another double standard. And within that, Ashley turns around and she was like, well, what was the chuckle about, Candace? Right. And then Candace is like, listen, that it wasn't a chuckle. I don't really like Gizelle. When she speaks, I don't really want to engage. I don't want to look her way. And that's basically what she said. And Wendy ends the conversation off by saying, don't do that at Gizelle. As in, like, don't try to play me with as far as your kids and putting it to where the people could think that I would ever laugh and make comments about your kids. And so, Jasmine, I will start with you. What were your thoughts?
Who the Gizelle? She is like, I can already think that, Ashley's a dust bunny, but even her agreeing and jumping in, what was the giggle for? Like, honey, I've read all through Twitter and Instagram. Robbie can I spy everything but what one was that day of the hotel. Okay, so I don't know. I just reaching, pulling straws, finding a storyline, finding something to be mad at. Honey, Gizelle and her thick ankles can go float on. That's it. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think to me, it was just crazy how Gizelle said, we can talk about it later. No, we're going to talk about it now because you can't keep running from conversations in person and be a thug in your confessional and a late thug at that, loser. And I really like the fact that Wendy was like, no, let's do it. We're going to do it. And she did it in such a way that you couldn't call her aggressive. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, like all moments live, Gizelle was stuck because she couldn't say anything. She has nothing to say. Furthering everybody's opinion is correct. Like, she's just not good for the show anymore because everything she says is in the camera, behind everybody's back. Robin, it's just to me interesting how Robin saw that Wendy was being shady towards people's kids when Robin herself literally didn't invite Wendy's kids to her family day. And then later on was like, well, I told Candace that she could bring Wendy's kids.
Right.
That's cockeyed crazy. If we want to call anything that. It's like, that.
Yeah.
Why would my
that's how Gizelle said she looked at her season ago. She was like, Grace.
It's always what did Candace say? That the line is always moving. It's always moving. It's always moving. It's in reference to Gizelle. Everybody, everything, everybody has to be on the P's and Q's with her. Nobody can say anything back to her. Nobody can be aggressive. Nobody can be shady or is flipped and she's the victim. I would never get that. So
playing victim and the villain at the same time. And it's so what's so funny? She's fooled so many people for 8 seasons.
Who?
But at least I'll say 7 seasons. But season 8, everybody is aware of what you're doing, and it's ugly, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Robin, go back to season 1 where you would disagree with Gizelle because this is lame.
When she was running up in kangaroo bars, putting her neck against people's umbrellas, honey, she was a little bit more interesting. Now she just I just thought it's just her kids. Her kids, and just like Asia said, like, you literally did that to Wendy's kids 2 seasons ago or last season, whenever it was, and stood on it. When people said something about it, she stood her ground on it. Well, we don't like each other. Why would I invite her kids? And you did that in her face. So I just can't stand a double standard. And then, I don't know.
I'm weak at kangaroo bars. I forgot it. It wasn't it like Australian
Kangaroo
inspired?
meat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was something like that. My comment on this is that I'm glad, like you said, that she did it in the moment, because I think what it was, and we'll talk about this when Gizelle talks to Karen, it further proves that it seems like we know Gizelle is not quick on her feet. We know that. And so in this moment where Wendy kind of forced him to talk about it in the moment, she didn't have time to gather her thoughts, gather her lies, her reaches. She was able to, she couldn't really say nothing. And I like you said, Asia, I did like that. I do like that Wendy did it without in any kind of aggressive way, because they would have painted her to be aggressive. Nobody was patting on their coochies like it was actually it's something that I feel like they could have done. It was an example of what the season could have happened. Things could have happened episodes ago. Maybe they could have resolved things and had a little more fun. And maybe their season would have not been, maybe our lean damn traders would have been better than their whole damn season.
Hello?
Because I'm tired. But I do applaud Wendy on that, and it shows that she's capable of being able to have conversations, and it's clear who does not want to have conversations.
Right. And I just don't understand why she just always is. It's always a secret. She'll be there in the moment with them, Candace and Wendy, and then go scatter and talk in private with Robin or in a confessional. Like, I just don't get why she just doesn't want to. I don't get it.
Yeah. We'll never get Gizelle. She doesn't get Gizelle, and we will continue on. All right, so then they get ready for the Havana Nights themed dinner. I guess Ashley was supposed to have an event, but she couldn't because it was like I don't know, was it fire? I know it was smoke. It was a bad air quality. I thought they were like, damn, was they in LA? Because we have bad air quality all the time with the fires that we have here. And so everyone gets all dressed up. I will say everybody looked, nice for the most part.
Did they? Oh,
I mean, I don't think about it looked bad, except for Ashley. And I felt it was her birthday. I think everybody looked better than her. Yeah. Candace's description, I feel like she watches our show. I'm pretty sure she does. I mean, because she basically said what we always say. She gives cheap stripper, whatever. Like just funny. And that's how she looked in her outfit, her Havana night. I feel like she was more going to a damn to Bollywood.
Oh, I don't know what
it was nights, but Ashley, and it was Havana Nights for everybody else, I guess.
Pretty fish like a $2 Chiquita banana, and that was perfect. Like, that was the best description. Yes,
she did look like a 50-cent Chiquita banana.
Yeah, a quarter.
Because $2 is really generous. I would want change.
Yeah, rainbow, something like that.
Okay. So Karen, still being the peacemaker that she has been this season, and I think she has even outside of with Mia. She, talks about asking Robin and Candace, can they move forward? Robin starts out by talking about how Candace basically went on this whole social media tour, and basically pressing that she was behind all the allegations that Gizelle beat Chris last year, and she says that is defamation. And everyone is like, defamation? Is she gonna sue Candace? Like, what's about to happen here? And so Wendy interjects, and Wendy was like, honestly, I don't think there's defamation, but y'all also can't tell Candace how to react because she was in that situation. And I thought to all the women on this show that have been had their marriages attacked, right? And how they reacted. Robin being one of them, she did indeed run up in the kangaroo bar, as Jasmine said. And she put her finger all in Ashley's face. Mm-hmm. Actually, Gizelle was right there next to her. She stood behind her, actually. So I mean, you just really can't tell anybody how to react, especially when someone is being attacked under fire, and you just don't know. You just don't know. And so Candace calls Robin a victim. Robin does not like that, and she gets even more upset. I thought she's about to get up and put her finger in Candace's face. She did not like being called a victim. Mm-hmm. Because I'm assuming that she wants Candace to acknowledge the wrong that she feels she's done. And so Ashley turns around and asks Candace, she's just like, well, do you still believe those things that you said? And Candace says, I don't know. Mia says it does not make sense to her. If I was Candace, I'm surprised Candace would be like, Mia, who the hell asked you? Right. Let's talk about what doesn't make sense, inheritance.
Bigfoot.
Okay. And so, they asked Candace, is she open to moving on? And she says she's open to shutting the F up and moving on from that. Not being friends with Robin. I think that's pretty fair in this moment. And then Ashley, this probably was the best moment of the entire season because I actually thought this was Ashley's farewell. I thought she was going to get up from the table and leave this franchise. But she just kind of goes on this long, drawn out speech of Parliament talking about how she spent her last 8 years. She's 35 now, spending with these women, and that she's going to grow and she's going to continue to have money issues unless she stays with her husband. Or not husband, whatever he is. So I'll stop there and I'll go to you, Asia. What are your thoughts on this exchange between Robin and Candace? They don't want to talk. They don't want to move forward. Karen trying. Candace saying that she doesn't know. And, just how and Ashley's farewell speech. Asia.
Bye, Ashley. In terms of
I'm sorry.
In terms of Candace and Robin, I think, to be honest, I think Candace is wrong in this situation. I think she's 100% wrong in this situation in terms of how she talked about her friend that she was so close with on the internet. Because if anybody got on the internet talking about I'm a fraud without talking to me, I'd be pissed. And I really wouldn't mess with you no more. So I think Candace is wrong just for not acknowledging, knowing that is why Robin is mad. Like, that was mean. It was mean. And it's feeding into that mean girl stereotype that they give you. In terms of Robin, why Candace said that. So, don't play dumb. You just need to say, I feel like you weren't on my side with that and you could have came to me first. So they're both not Robin's not explaining it correctly, or she's just trying to be pissy or whatever at Candace, and it's annoying because they've already played that card with Candace, so it doesn't really work. But at the end of the day, Candace is 100% wrong, and my friend you wouldn't be my friend still calling me a fraud on the internet. Jazz.
I guess I might agree. Gosh, it's making me want to throw up. Excuse me. But I love Candace. God knows I do. But I just feel like with her efforts of wanting to be Robin's friend at the beginning of this season, she should have taken some accountability for how she went about the social media, tweeting, and all things like that.
Yeah.
It hurts me because I feel like Robin doesn't deserve any grace because of how she held on to these secrets and she, like you said, Asia, she knows why she's upset. She knows the reason behind it, and it does look fraud. Now, if I didn't want to be Robin's friend anymore, her and her leave out could kick rocks. Okay? Her and her jean dresses can go back down the river with Anime Bullock. I don't know. All I'm saying is that I love Candace, but I feel like this particular part, she is a little, she's
wrong.
So she's a little wrong. But as far as Robin, I just don't give her any grace because she'll sit there and she'll want some grace and she'll want somebody to come around her when things are on fire. But she's constantly throwing jabs at Karen. She wants this and that. She wants people to be honest. And Robin is just so toast, dry toast. What they just say, dry toast with no jam. She's just lame. So I just don't care. I wish that Candace didn't care either. But
I like what Taylor just said. However, Candace needs to say, nah, because you tried to play me with that speaker, fraud, and now this is payback. You got to say that. I get this, but you need to say that.
Yeah.
Well, she ended up crying in the car after that speaker. Well, they hung out, and Ashley, of course, got her camera out, and Candace is bawling. Why would you do that? You're my friend. I feel like Candace always shoots herself in the foot with these types of exchanges because she doesn't stand on business when it comes down to it. You're either gonna be mad or you're gonna be hurt. You can't have both and have these different reactions. You gotta stand on business because, honey, when I'm mad, Mad business. I'm not gonna cry.
I agree. I agree. And we even early in this season when it was first becoming an issue, I had said, obviously I know I love Candace. That's a friend of mine. However, I just wish that she would have just owned up to it and said what she said, because she was acting like what she said was not bad. I mean, she have had reason. Yes, she had reason, could have had a reason, whatever. I don't ever fault anybody for reacting, because I something I'm working on this year is to react less, in general. I'm still working, by the way. So
okay.
Excuse me, Asia. You want to? But nonetheless, I agree. And so yes, Robin, she's well in her right to feel the way she feels, but there's a lot of things. As Wendy said, let's go back to all the steps. Let's go from part one. And part one we didn't start with Candace making those comments. This friendship was already kind of going in a different place before that, starting with the speaker and everything else that may have been happening behind the other scenes. So I agree, love my girl, but she's wrong in this moment. I wish she would have not just said, I don't know, because I was even confused. I don't think it's up for her to answer to Mia, because she got her damn inheritance, her own issue.
Because why does Mia lie like that, y'all? For real. Why does Mia lie like that?
Mia's Cabaret. You said it last season.
You know I love me a little Johnson's Cabaret. I love Mia the Cabaret,
I don't know. She's a liar. And
she's a Bigfoot liar.
She's okay. I guess.
She's a Bigfoot lying heifer, but she's funny.
She is funny. And I still think she's a great addition to this cast, because she is the bit of delusion that is missing from this cast, and she brings all of it. from episode 1 at that damn table when she said that she got her vagina rejuvenated and was 32 years old, then 38 years old. She's always been this way, so I'm willing to allow it, And I also said Mia in person, she's actually you can tell on camera, she seems fun, right? She is a fun person.
She does seem fun.
I'm gonna take that away from her in general.
She's the one I would want to hang out with out of all of them.
Yeah. You know what's so funny about her is that she literally lies, and then they catch her in a lie, and she doesn't care. She'll just she'll stand on that lie. Like when Kay brought it up, I thought you just said yesterday he was broke. Oh, yeah, he was. But yeah,
and maybe I did.
Okay, like I find that so.
Is it not scary though? Can it be a little
scary? Yeah, I mean it's scary, but it's still like yeah. I like Jocelyn. So.
I was still gonna take shots with her, so I don't care.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would definitely take shots with her. She forgets that she's cool.
Comment from David. David, it's been a minute. I ain't see you in here in a minute. You need to come back more often. I don't know where you at, where you leaning into. You need to come back home, okay?
Leaning.
But David's comment says Mia allowed her way right into first chair, which brings me to my next point. If you are following, our Twitter, and our Instagram, you might have known about the seating chart before it was even announced. And if you knew, it came from here.
Lean in,
the lean
out.
That's right. The lean exclusively is I can't get the damn word out. Exclusive, revealed the seating chart, and we announced first that Mia was first chair. People was like, "Oh no, that's a lie," and then we shortly after announced the entire seating chart, and then all of Bravo's other fan pages, they all came afterwards. So that just goes to say, follow our social medias. We do post a lot, but we do post things that you want to know. I'm not going to bombard you throughout the day of just stuff, but we're going to post what I know y'all want to hear and see.
And we ain't lying like me lying.
No, we don't have no reason to lie, because I don't want any lawsuits. I don't want to be known as a liar. So
that reminded me of somebody.
All right. All right. So the next scene was the next day, and we see Gizelle pull Karen to the side. And Gizelle, who was so afraid to, have a conversation, she didn't say much when Wendy made them have to have the conversation. She tells Karen that she feels like when she's around two people, she doesn't even say their name. She says that Karen changes, and she wanted Karen to have her back, specifically on children being off limits. And Karen said, "What I was thinking, you could have said it your damn self, Gizelle. Like, are you like you're not afraid to say anything else? So why not say it to them?" She was very much on mute that entire moment. but she had a lot to say to Karen right now. And so, Karen's just like, listen, I don't pick sides. And that's one thing. I feel like there's a thin line between picking sides and just, being sometimes standing up for what's right. And I really wish Karen would actually do that sometimes. She really just sits back and I feel like, honestly, if you robbed the bank, you know what? I don't know. Karen may should have been a good friend with Jen Shaw, because I feel like she would have just not said anything. Because sometimes I wish Karen would just say something and take a side a little bit, because it makes her seem like she's like just so blind, and she's very smart. It doesn't match her persona as the grand dame. But hey, neither here nor there. And so they have their talk, and they show, Gizelle says that she feels like Karen is trashing her around the other ladies. And they show this, Karen says no. They show this scene, I guess it happened the night before, where Karen was saying Gizelle has nothing going on. I don't think that was really trashing Gizelle, because that's actually true. We've been saying it for years. We all know Gizelle has nothing going on. So I don't think that was anything that was shade. But I mean, even if there was shade, Gizelle is doing the same thing. She clearly had NECA all hyped up about the whole zip code thing and being in Potomac. So, I mean, production, stop trying to clean up this image and make Gizelle look right. We don't like her.
Let it go.
Okay. Stop trying to edit it. We see the show. You can edit all you want. We don't like her, and that's just what it is. Okay. And I said we. But they end up on the conversation by Gizelle playfully saying that, Karen breath stinks. And Karen says that Giselle's booty hole stinks, especially in that dress last night. And I think that might have been true. Jasmine.
First of all, why is Gizelle big 5'11" ass such a punk? Why is she such a punk? Like, I just don't get. Like, she's gonna pull Karen to the side and say, "Why you ain't take off me when she was talking? When she made a face about my kid? You're 60. You're 65 years old. I mean, she might not be, but it's the point. It's the point. Like, I do not get this, and I think that Karen, like how they're trying to flip it, like, oh, Karen, you're different around them. Don't be talking behind my back when you're with them. That's just so juvenile. Like, you literally talk behind these women's back every time you're not in their face. When you're in their face, you act like you're on mute. Your neck is tight, but still not tight at the same time. Anyway, the point is, Gizelle is like really trying to pull this victim card. There was nothing about the Grace. No one is talking about Grace. No one's talking about Adore. No one's talking about Angel. She just wants some type of straw to pull, and trying to get other people to get on this bandwagon that nobody's trying to get a ride on. Gizelle is a punk. Her leave out is bad. I'm just trying to throw out all these bad things about Gizelle while I'm here. I know it's been a long time. I'll come up with some more things. But no, I just feel like I don't think that Karen is really just being neutral. I think that's the best thing, because I don't think that she agrees with how Gizelle is treating Candace and Wendy either. But if she's going to be neutral, she can't, she's not telling them that, or she's like, when they say drop it, she drops it. So I just feel like this conversation was just another ploy for Gizelle to, be a 3-neck heifer.
Oh, not 3 necks like them. Okay. Asia?
I just feel like Karen's loyalty to losers is just not working.
I love
it. But I think Karen just not flat out saying, she wasn't talking about your child. Like, she should have just flat out said that, and that's why I'm not on your side. And had she been talking about your child, I would be on your side. Like, I wanted Karen to say those words verbatim. We can't tell people how to react, but Gizelle is such a loser that allegedly that I just don't. There's nothing. Her tricks are so old. Like, Giselle's tricks are old. It's just not working anymore. So you going up to Karen to sway her is no longer going to work, because she sees right through you. It may have worked a little bit with that, like, Monique Candace situation. It may have worked in the past with going against Candace, but not anymore, because everybody wants to move forward. Like, they enjoy this check, and they actually enjoy filming this show. Gizelle, you are the only one that's miserable right now. So leave.
Right.
You go. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I think Gizelle is kind of unraveling here. She's running out of things because I mean, she's not talking to the ladies. Her kids are going to college. Her man that she rented for the season is not available to film. So I
He
think
back on his regular show.
that too. And I do know that they were. I don't know if he was at the reunion, but I know they were together after the reunion. I do know that, and so maybe they do got something going on. But we didn't see him at all throughout. We saw him one time, and
he wasn't with Grace.
Who?
He was with Gizelle.
I don't know where he was.
Honestly. Oh, I thought he was with Grace.
Okay. Oh, you talking about? Well, you talking about after the reunion?
Yeah, I thought that they were.
He was with Gizelle.
Oh, okay.
Grace was not at the reunion, from what
unnecessary.
Okay. My bad. I was just asking.
Yeah. No. Valid question. That
was not valid.
I mean, listen. No question is a dumb question.
Messy.
Hey,
we missed it.
Question that we should have asked during our reasonably shady game.
Well, why didn't we?
I don't know. I was drunk.
That's a great excuse.
All right. So then the next day, I'm sorry. Well, yeah. So during this day, actually, they go to lunch, and Kiana she's still kind of appearing to be a little sick. I'm assuming. I don't know what's going on with baby. I hope she got it together because she was truly.
Her bowels was moving. Real bad.
A lot was going on. I think she may have drank a little bit of that water on accident, and it may have sent her to the bathroom because Mama was sick boots still. So then they start the conversation. Karen talks about her heart rate and how her previous last year her scare was she had what was it? She had what was she called it?
5%. What you talking about?
5% of something, whatever it was.
Liver, kidney, something
like that. Yes.
That's what happens when you turn 60.
5% calcium build up on her heart.
That's what it was. And so she talks about that. And she talks about, he says she has a trainer who is not actually a trainer. He's just, I guess, a very fit and fine young man. He could train me. And probably anybody else care. Y'all would y'all let him train y'all? I mean, I wouldn't care if he was training. I know y'all both got men and stuff, but I mean, it's ladies' night. Let's keep it real.
Okay.
I said yes.
He's a practice man for sure. I'm gonna train myself.
He a little old for me, but he look good.
He a little old for you. How old is he?
I don't know. He older than I don't look that old. So
no, I ain't say he was old. I'm just saying I thought he was like around the. He didn't look about like 40 something. I thought that would be.
Yeah, that's a little old for me.
I think he may be an ex football player or something.
Football mean you old or you aged out a little bit. So
he didn't look it, so he can hold me on.
Older than what I would want.
I'm got 4 eyes and I couldn't see.
Okay.
I don't know.
And so from this starts a conversation where they're questioning her about why would she have a trainer that's not a trainer train her, and Ashley actually knows him. She kind of shies away from the conversation, goes to pee. She has to go put her hip pads back in because I know for real. I honestly thought, I said, okay, Ashley had this man, but then she comes back and says that they only have talked on IG, but she clearly thinks he's attractive. So neither here nor there. So then Karen brings up another conversation. Karen brings up the conversation with Gizelle about Gizelle saying that she's different in front of Wendy and Candace, and Mia agrees and says that she's meaner with Candace and Gizelle. Robin doesn't agree because she said, honestly, I ain't never really liked Karen anyway, so I don't know if she's mean. And she feels like she has been the same from the beginning, which she has. Karen has always been consistent with Robin. I will say that. And she says she has zero expectations. Karen says, baby, I'll have zero for you too.
Right.
We see each other, and I said, okay, I don't mind this. And this is another example of they don't have a clear issue. They don't like each other, but they make it's still fun to see them kind of have a moment and then snap back out of it. I think people could actually learn from this on this cast too. And so Wendy says, well, the difference, it's not that Karen is meaner or says anything different. It's just that she holds them accountable, unlike anybody else in the group. Kiana chimes in and she says that clearly the division is caused between Gizelle and Candace is like, no, we're not talking about that. Move along. And Kiana is shut down. And Wendy says, well, you know, they were actually really friends. Robin and Candace were really friends. Just like me and Gizelle, we were friends, and they show these clips, and those clips don't really show that they were friends. It shows that Gizelle may have always had an eye to, you know, not like her, just from the little jokes and stuff like that. It didn't show friendship. They want to get out at the park. It was no term of endearment. It was nothing that would have shown that they were.
It was always like the butt of the joke.
Exactly.
Okay.
So again, production, stop it. Stop trying. We don't
Believe
We're
it.
not buying it.
We don't believe it.
we're not buying it. Gizelle is a nasty person. You're not gonna change it, okay? But I was confused on Wendy said that, and she says that we're not friends like we used to be. And I'm like, Wendy, girl, clearly you a little drunk too, because like what? You were never really friends with her like that. You were close with Candace. You and Karen had a spat. You were supportive of Rada, but you were never friends with Gizelle. And so I'll stop right here, and I put a comment that this is the issue, that nobody is truly friends anymore, and that is why this show is sucking. Asia, thoughts on anything
you think Candace and Wendy are not friends?
No. Well, I mean, they are, but I mean, that's just. I mean, they are, and clearly Gizelle and Robin are. But other than that, like that's just a clear. Like that's 2 against 2. I mean, everybody else is just like waiting on another person to try them, and it's like it falls apart every time. But what are your thoughts? Anything in this scene?
I mean, not really. This scene was kind of boring to me, so no, I don't really have nothing. I'm sorry. I tried. I can't.
Oh,
okay. Jazz, you have anything?
Mia has some nerves saying somebody's mean around somebody, but that's all I have to say. I just think it was just some lame stuff just to pull out, just to be kind of trying to stand on this Robin X different with Wendy and Candace thing, and it is what it is. Like, boo. But I did get like an ick. I got an ick with Ashley talking about this Vernon man. I mean, I don't know. It just gave me an ick. I know everybody's like, oh, she's a schoolgirl. She got a crush. I was it was cringy to me.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it was because,
she don't like black men for real.
Yeah. Besides that, because I think that she likes black men adjacent. But I don't
think she likes, black men, literally like dark black. I don't think she likes that actually.
I think she like light adjacent mixed. I don't think she likes all black men.
She wants somebody she can sit around, not coming to anybody and drink beers. Somebody she can sit around, drink beers, and go on the lake, and go and do a campfire.
Right.
Take it for what you want to take it as. I'm just saying that's what she wants.
I just feel like it was just ick to me because I mean, y'all haven't had sex, y'all haven't went out on dates. I don't know. Going up and getting up in the bathroom, it just seemed like she was lying on her cat. I don't know. It just made me feel weird.
Vernon probably at home like,
what? How I get in it? Like, right. I'm just like, yikes.
He probably like,
she like a dark man.
I was just gonna say that, but I was just like, you know what? It doesn't.
Okay.
Let somebody let me put it in the chat of who she's like that was dark that we missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean like dark man. Sean, what show you watch? Have you ever seen it with anybody that's of a darker hue?
I've never. I mean, not I don't know. Sheila don't even.
She not beating the colorism allegation. She just it's not gonna happen.
She want to be them bad looking like. Sorry.
Sherman Jamal. Who's that?
Sherman Jamal.
You made that up, Sean. I don't like
it. Now, what is you talking? Somebody Google Sherman Jamal.
Who is that?
Google Sherman Jamal.
We talking about Gizelle. We talking about Ashley, girl.
Hold on, Dream said, "I know
that Gizelle like her some dark men. She does.
Of course. Gizelle, she like dark men. Allegedly, probably not.
You don't like dark friends, but she like dark men.
Right, allegedly. Right.
Allegedly.
Where's my hat? I need some glasses.
Yeah. Okay. So the next scene, they split up into 2 different scenes, and they go on 2 different activities. I mean, it was basically the same cruise as it's always been. They sent Mia over there with Candace, Wendy, and Karen. And the other ladies, Kiana was with Ashley, Gizelle, Nneka, and Rob. I didn't see Robin at first. I thought she was with them, but I clearly she wasn't going to be in a scene without Gizelle and only with Candace and Wendy. And so I'll start with their scene. So they're at the little shooting gun range, and Gizelle asks Kiana about how she felt about being on the trip with the ladies, the trip and everything like that. And you know, she just kind of explains how she feels and everything's good. And Robin says, "Well, did Wendy try to talk to you about anything beforehand, give you the heads up?" And Kiana was like, "No. The only thing that I really knew about was that she had an issue with NECA, and NECA comes in, with her little bad foundation." And
I was just going to say she looked like a crayon. Okay, go ahead.
She came in and she, I will say, Kiana says that she didn't really get involved, but she says from a cultural perspective, she still doesn't understand, where the issue is. And Gizelle said, but she says that it was a deeper level for Wendy. And Gizelle comments and says, "Is actually, I think it's deeper on NECA's side." I'm like, why would it be deeper on NECA's side? Because she got a alleged curse put on her, or a shrine? I don't understand. Because Gizelle, you don't even know what a shrine is. You may know what a church is, but but you don't know what this is, what they're talking about, right? And so NECA questions whether or not Kiana is giving Wendy the same conversation, is holding her to the same standard about apologizing. And Kiana was like, "Well, why would I? Why would she? Y'all had your conversation. I mean, she was the one that felt offended, and if NECA obviously says she was offended, so they go back and forth, and NECA says she's stirring pots, and Kiana's like, "Baby, I'm not stirring that pot. That's old. That's an old pot. I did stirred it and stewed it and threw it out, ate it, gave it to the dog outside, the cats under the table. It is old news, old tea, old stew." So they stopped because Kiana, it seemed like she was just like, "Okay, what is the problem? Is the problem with Wendy, or do you have a problem with me?" And I'm like, "Oh, but NECA really wouldn't answer that. She just was like, you're stirring the pot. You're stirring the pot." And so they talk more about Vernon, and that's where that scene ends. So I'll stop there if I go to the next scene. Jazz, thoughts?
First of all, Kiana, she don't want it with Big K now. Okay, because I know we saw her throw them hands this summer, but that's just me. But I think that NECA is constantly wanting someone like, if it's not enough that Gizelle and everybody are already like hate Wendy, so they're on her side. She wants everybody to go along with this thing, and I didn't think that Kate she said anything bad or she was stirring the pot. I think she was just answering the questions, but I do think that they were trying to like fish for something so they can use it again to talk behind Wendy's back. But when she didn't give anything, I was kind of like, thank God. Like she, there's nothing to say.
She has a brain.
Right. But Big Neck with the foundation of ash, I don't know. I just feel like I just really can't stand it. I just really can't stand it. I will say this just by looking at her, though. This is a random thought. NECA is a brick house, kind of. She's stacked. If y'all looked at her, she's
no, because she always walk around like a sloth.
She does walk around like Lurch, but I'm saying
when she's how we gonna see her? How we gonna see she's stacked? We're not gonna be able to see
that up. You can see that she has a really nice body, and I just think that she walks around like La Cienega. So I don't know. Her feet are dragging, but outside of that, I just want to say she has a nice body. But I just feel like she has a long booty. Okay, I agree with that too, Antonio. But I just feel like she's
saving you guys.
My bad. I'm not. I mean, you can get me in the comments. I won't see them. But anyway, I don't have anything else to say about that. But I know she wasn't gonna pop that mouth on Big K because she was like, who you got a problem with? What's up? Brr. It's cold in here. No, she reminded me of somebody from Bring It On. But anyway, go ahead.
No, she don't. Stop. Jasmine, you come back. Don't come back lying. Nobody don't bring it on nothing. No, stop.
Oh my God.
Anyway. I think with NECA, the main reason I don't like NECA is because she keeps fishing for a problem that's not there. And now this is the second person she's fishing for a problem from. So because the Wendy stuff is kind of old and stale, I don't really want to go back into it. However, Kierna just answered a question, and that was that. So I can't stand when somebody just kind of keeps bringing stuff up. For example, you can just say, "Oh, the sky is blue today." Oh, so you saying the sky is always blue?
Right.
Well, no, not at night. Okay, then why didn't you say that? Like, that's NECA. Like, girl, what's the problem? It's blue right now. Is it blue sometimes? Sometimes the sunset and it's a little orange. Okay. But it doesn't, I'm not saying nothing bad. And so when somebody is always trying to find an issue by asking more questions instead of just answering head on, it's annoying to me. And those are the type of people. What's NECA Stein? Does anybody know?
I don't know when her birthday. I feel like she just have a birthday in real time. I think I don't know. I don't know much about NECA. I know that she has been doing a lot of interviews lately, and she has constantly been saying that we're going to be so happy and so surprised how the group, reconciles and they come together at the reunion. And I'm like, I don't.
She got like a list though. You're gonna be so happy and so good.
No, we don't want her. Or honestly, the cuts I want are NECA, Gizelle, and Ashley forehead, long daddy forehead.
Well, I think Ashley gave us her farewell speech. After that, I feel like we kind of wrapping up Ashley, unless she comes back and says, actually, I'm getting back with him, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's tired of her too. So I don't know.
When you cut that camera off, that was funny.
Yes, that was actually hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. There's two men on the show that have turned off the camera. We'll talk about it. The other scene with Mia, Candace, Karen, and Wendy, they're going to play tennis. Karen says she's gonna sit down. She's not gonna play tennis. We see that Mia does not have any shoes. She has on her Genie heel flats or whatever it was. Well, that is, I even seeing her in person on camera, I feel like the camera makes Mia look huge. Like she looks like a tall, big woman, and she is tall, but it makes her look so big and massive. I hate that for her. The camera does, because she's big, but she ain't that big. And I mean big as in like height and just like style.
Well, yeah. How tall you think she is? Like 5'11"?
I feel like she's taller than me. I'm gonna go back and look at the pictures, but I think she was taller than me, and she had on heels. So she's the size of an average male, which is like 5'9", maybe.
5'9" now. Hold on.
I'm thinking that's my assumption. Allegedly, I don't know. She probably don't even know her own height because she don't know her own age. So I mean, who knows?
Well, I'm 5'9" too, you guys. So what's up?
Well, you know what? We got Mia. We got Mia here tonight. Hey.
Thank you for watching for me.
But that's considered tall for a woman. Most women, 5'9" is average for men. But if you are shorter than 5'9" as a male, you're considered short. So for women to be a 5'9", that's quite tall actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't remember her. I don't know her actual height. So, and Dream said that NECA is a Virgo. Okay.
You. I mean, hey.
What, Beyonce is a Virgo?
I like. I mean, Virgo. I'm an Earth sign.
I will say, what the hell? I'm 5'9". Hey, listen, I ain't making up the stand. I'm just saying what it is.
Cortez know that I'm
this shirt say this is my square, and I ain't changing on it.
Well,
Cortez knows that I'm a tall woman, so
you are. I'm like 5'10", like almost 5'10", maybe.
Are you? I thought I was solid.
When I wear my chunky heels, yeah.
You won't worry about 5'10".
Yeah, I'm up there. Dream, when she met us last week for the first time, she thought that all the guys were. She thought I was the shortest. I'm like, girl, please, I ain't no midget.
I thought she was short.
Dream thought that she was surprised at how tall we were, because nobody on the lane of the males, and like nobody's short actually. I think she.
Oh, I thought that. Never mind.
Nobody's short.
Nobody's short. I really thought
the shortest is, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Never mind. I'm taller.
So they all fine in person too, y'all.
I bet.
We all right. We cool. Some of us look better than others,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
the lane is beautiful
for the most part.
That's the truth.
I never learned that, baby.
So in this conversation, Mia, questions about Ashley's divorce. Now this is interesting because Mia has actually, Ashley opened up to her about her divorce. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, Lord Jesus. So she asked him about it and they all started talking about it. She feels like Ashley is scared to leave, and she feels like, she knows that if she leaves, she's gonna be broke, and that she is a gold digger and married him for money. And so she feels like the prenup, whatever fell through, because we all thought for years before this was announced, that she would come out swinging with money, but it seems like that has not been the case, because she cannot. Well, I thought a lot of people, the fan base thought that she was staying until she could get out and get money, but she can't pay her mortgage right now, so that's clearly not the case. He's paying it.
Is that the case?
She has always come off dumb enough to be fooled. Always. Always.
You would think somebody that's lived under a bridge before would have more common sense, though. Like, I feel like Sheila gave her more common sense, and then I just think that she has a lot on her looks, and thought it was going to get her far. So I've never met a troll.
Get her nowhere, girl.
Sheila was.
I love Sheila though. Sheila seems like she has a lot more common sense because she's lived a harder life. But you would think that Ashley has learned that she's been evicted before, and with her mom and being sitting on the curb. You would think that she would have more, but I feel like she played a game. She played some risk, and Let me tell you the problem with Ashley is.
Ashley relies on the way she looks. Take that for what it is, and thinks that makes her better than people. Period. And you're still dumb, even though you think that you're better than everybody because you can pull a white man and all that other stuff. So Ashley has kind of just set herself up for failure, just thinking she's that girl when she has literally never been that. And what pageant did she win? And don't nobody watch that. All that's a scam. So again, you paid to not be that girl.
She was in the.
She's shaped like a box of laundry too. So I don't know.
Ashley was in the Mrs. Under the Bridge Troll 2000. It was like 2000.
Participate. And
she doesn't like black men because she doesn't even have she has always to me liked white men and wanted to get what they have gotten. And I think it has to do with her dad. And I ain't even trying to be funny. But,
well, where's her daddy at?
I don't know.
He left him under a bridge, baby.
He closed the door in her face in season 2.
He left her under a bridge.
Lord. But to end this scene out, just to finish this scene, they all talk about Ashley's situation, and Mia talks about, they all talk about how they have all gone through divorce, at least Karen and Mia. And Karen talks about, how it was hard. And Mia, who was previously divorced, which could also be a lie. We don't even know, child. She said that when she got divorced, she said she packed up her little Nissan Prius, Toyota Prius, and she had a couple of $100 from her inheritance. She didn't say inheritance, but I'm assuming that's where it came from. And she took her baby and she got the hell on. And I'm like, I'm sure you did, Mia, because the money ran out there too. Any final thoughts on either of these scenes?
Baby, I cannot stand Ashley, but when she said that Mia's just mad because she married somebody with fool's gold and pirate gold, that had to be the funniest thing that I've ever heard her say. I cackled for about 5 minutes off that. I thought that was pretty funny of Ashley. She doesn't, she smells like bologna, but she's funny sometimes. She throws
I'll give her a slight chuckle on that, but that's because it was against Mia, and she would have said so many more things. We would have drawn it out to 4 more seasons that she wouldn't even be on had Candace did that.
Yeah. I mean, Mia, I'm glad Mia didn't lie about it though. I'm glad she was like, I did. Yeah, you said this shit. I was going to do it. I did. Yeah. I'm glad. I saw somebody in the comments earlier say this is why Trump keeps winning, because people know that he's terrible. Y'all keep voting for him because y'all have driven, blah, blah, blah. It's not even that to me. It's more so of knowing where you stand with people. You got friends that are going that from years past, and who they are. And you got friends you just meet and you can just know them. I mean, not know them, but you can just see them for who they are and be okay with it. Life is not about trying to change everybody to fit your narrative and who you are as a person. Some people are just that. Mia's not a terrible person. I mean, she's not a person I would want to have in my, bring to church and all that, but I would not mind having a shot and a drink with her. So,
and that's exactly what I had with her, and with that I enjoyed it. So I think that
and I enjoy it.
Have strength.
I want to hang out with Mia and Wendy together. I would have a cackle.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay to have those type of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay.
So in the last scene, they're at dinner. It's last night, and we see that we find out that Michael said that he would sue Ashley if he was put on camera. she was talking to the kids, but he turned that damn camera off and would not put it back on. She was looking crazy. This is 2 times that 2 women on this cast have had their previous husband, whatever, shut off the camera on them on FaceTime.
Who did that again?
Robin,
Oh.
early in the season. He I'm sorry, he didn't shut it off. He didn't even answer it on the thing. He just answered on FaceTime audio. That way that it was.
He should know where he was at.
But yeah,
he hung up on her a couple times.
Was it Grace and Josh? Okay. Anyway.
And so at the table, NECA asks what how was their event? I mean, their time at the tennis thing. Candace, talks about it, and she brings up that Mia and talking about Ash's divorce, and Wendy says, well, she said that you were a gold digger, and Mia owns it, but Ashley counters it by saying, well, did you marry Gordon for money? She said, I might have. And Kiana on the side, like, well, did she say she ain't got no money? Well, how she married him for money? Like, girl, just hold on, just pay attention. It's gonna all come through. You should. I'm sure Kiana knows more than what she's saying, but hey, it works. If she says she don't know, right? And so she makes a joke about her marrying for money and her marrying for gold, and marrying versus marrying for fool's gold. And she talks about getting alimony and things like that, but all that money pretty much goes towards the kids. She says that, and they're all like, well, girl, are you sure you're not getting that money? You're not getting anything. And she actually owns up to having a credit card and a joint bank account that she says she only uses for Uber Eats. The rest of it goes towards the kids as they walk around and stand on her counter and damn near electrocute themselves on the counter. So that's where the money is going. It needs to go towards some damn house safety, okay? Some damn a real nanny to watch them kids before they hurt themselves in that damn biohazard house on the beach.
Wasn't about their arms like this.
Not on what beach?
Well, that's the beach house. Ashley, she's a Barbie. She's the Barbie at the Barbie. She called her the Ashley Barbie, whatever it was. And so
Darby Barbie.
Darby Barbie with
Barbie, and she's on the beach. That's why her house is decorated like a beach.
Like the Golden Girls.
It's not decorated like
I got the Golden Girls. Picture it. Sicily, 19.
It's beige with some
I'm gonna say this. She is not using that money towards Uber Eats. She used them towards her breasts that she openly said that she got.
Yeah.
She's using it towards looking somewhat more decent in her confessionals. And I hope that she is helping Sheila, because that's my girl. And the only person I care about in that whole household is Sheila.
So you talking about the kids? Because you don't care about the kids?
Yeah.
I seen the way you was looking around. I saw you making faces with Asia. So you talking about the kids?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right, so to end off this scene, that happened, and then they do question more about, Karen and the trainer. It gets into a moment where Robin is just so confused. It doesn't make sense to her, on why she, has a trainer that's not a trainer. And I'm like, Robin, she always trying to put 2 and 2 together when she can't even put 1 + 1 together, which is right at home in her face. But hey, let me be quiet and shut my single self up, because I ain't in no relationship right now. But the scene ends, the trip ends, and they kind of end on I guess somewhat of a good little moment. So any final thoughts on this episode before I open the floor to our callers for today?
Did y'all not feel like when Robin said, "Are you looking good for your age, or do you have heart problems?" Did that not give y'all the same kind of vibe as, is this what cancer looks like? Or is that just reaching? Okay. Because I feel like for Robin to be wanting all this sympathy and want people to own up to stuff, I felt like that was inappropriate. So I didn't know if I was the only one that felt that. But anyway, Gizelle's neck is thick, so is her ankles. Robin's leave out is horrible, and I hate her jean dresses. Ashley doesn't have hips, and her birthday outfit was ugly. And I like Kay, Kiana. I like her a lot. And
I like that they give her camera time too, because she has a whole moment which was not filmed by production, but I'm hearing was still filmed in some form. So I'm glad they giving her. She has confessional, and I like Kiana. I mean, I don't know.
She looks pretty in her confessional. I like the way she's dressed.
Yeah, she looks really good. And I'm not saying that because she's friends with Whitney and Candace. I truly like her because she actually is still giving the other ladies the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's hanging out with them. She's not really giving too much. I think she's playing it well. And I hope that she returns next season. I know that she was at the reunion. She did have a segment. So hopefully we'll see more of her.
Period.
Rather than sweaty Sharice. Because we tired of it.
Oh, look at her coming up next episode.
Yes. Beating up more tables like Donkey Kong. Looking like Ra Ali. I'm like, all right. So we got 2 super chats, and let our callers on. We got a super chat from Nisha. Hey, Nisha. And she says Ashley been saying Michael pays for everything. She's grossed a few million over the years. WTF is that? She got to have a diabolical plan. Yeah, I don't know what the plan is, babe. We're gonna find out. But at this rate, we don't need her on the show no more. She got to find some other way for some money, baby. She got to. She can open open a chicken spot, a wing spot. I open a daycare. No daycare.
No daycare. With that, Ashley don't need to be responsible for no other kids. Not even her own.
I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
Get that out of the atmosphere, because hell no. And then
we have a yoga studio, and that's it.
She can do. She can do TikTok. That works.
No, she can't. She cannot.
She cannot dance.
That is, it's terrible.
Oh, okay. And then our chat is from James Potts the third. Being from Maryland myself, Ashley could have served TikTok for a better looking house.
Right.
That's very true. I mean, you can find anything on TikTok, but she chose that house, and she said how much the house cost. She said, I mean, I can't remember.
$2 million. She said.
That is ridiculous. I'm gonna hope that she's in the heart of freaking DC. I don't think she is, but I'm hoping that she is, because I don't understand that.
She lives in Surrey County, and that she paid too much for the house.
Thank you, Nisha and James Potts, for the super. All these super chats. I'm gonna tell you what they went toward. They went towards the chicken. They went towards the pizza. They went towards the alcohol. Everything that we did last week, all that liquor and stuff that we consumed to give y'all that great content, it went toward. A lot of it went towards that. Actually, all of it did, because we depleted. So thank y'all for the super chat. Okay, we really appreciate it.
Nobody say me no mac and cheese.
Yeah, nobody say her no mac and cheese. Apparently, that's what they said, child. And Keith Cruddy says Kiana is giving real Baltimore girl vibes. I like her. I agree. Banging on tables again. Yes, Amanda, banging on tables like Donkey. If y'all know Donkey Kong from Nintendo 64,
I love Donkey Kong.
Reminds me of, and she always be on a table. Crazy. All right,
what's wrong with her? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and let our callers on, because we got 3 in the queue. I want to get them in and get out. Make sure y'all come in. Be respectful. I want to say this as a disclaimer. I know we love you guys, and as far as like, this is our square, this is y'all square. But at the same time, when you come on the show, we want to hear your thoughts and your opinions on the show. We don't want to hear you come up here and try to battle us, on our opinions, because that's going to cut your time short. I'm telling you right now. This goes for anybody. I love all the callers, but we have to, keep it about the show. We're gonna
give them comments and right on down to them. So
trust me, when we have a versus like we did last year for the New Jersey thing, when we have one, we'll have one. But right now, let's just focus on, it's your square, it's your time. Utilize it, because it can't be cut short. Okay. All right. Like this video, and I will let our first caller on, and that is going to be lovable Lisa. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Hi, darling. How y'all doing on this beautiful evening?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, honey. Yes, let me get through, because my brother already began. He said I take too long all the time. Yep. So let me. Yes, he get on me, y'all. But let me go, chat. I'm gonna tell you. So I'm like in the first scene when Candace and them came up. Everybody was so much quiet. Why y'all being quiet? Not say what you got to say. And I'm like, Candace and Whitney came in there. They shut that mess down. Like, girl, we don't like you. You don't like us. We're going to leave it alone. Why would I ever apologize? And everybody keep wondering why, when they came to the scene where Wyman said Candace owe her apology, why would I owe you apologize for? You came with your little family, your little friend, and instead of talking about your husband, you were talking about my husband, and then you want to call a big situation. And Candace said, I really don't know right now, because right now I really don't want to talk about it. She shut that down. Now, that new girl, what's that new girl name is? LaKinka? What's
That's
her name?
what
Who?
Mia said.
Huh?
Kiana?
Mia.
Kiana.
Kia, yeah, baby, they need to keep her. I love her, baby. She shut Nika down. She shut Nika down. She said, "Girl, please, I ain't stirring no pot. That pot been stirred, boiled, and it's over. We don't throw up that teapot. We don't throw up that tea in the garbage can, okay? So why you keep on stirring up some more mess for? Girl, I keep telling people." And Mill keep coming out the Ashley. Why you need to worry about your own affairs. Don't worry about Ashley. Okay? Ashley got money. Ashley ain't stupid. Ashley, look here. I ain't finna get no divorce from this man right yet. I still got to raise my sons. And she don't always say she don't want to be like her mom being on the street. Be on the street with her kids, teddy bears, and stuff. She don't want to live on no bridge, no board. What she gonna do? She got to do with Michael Darby, make sure her kids have a good future. And I don't blame her. That what Mill need to do. Shut your mouth and sit over there and be with your sugar daddy, okay?
Oh,
Be over there with your sugar daddy. Like you said, you get a sugar daddy. Gordon said you can get a sugar daddy. That's a good job. So her and Ashley both got sugar daddy, but you get rid of your because your family done told him you got to get rid of her. And I believe that what happened. His family told him they found that she used that money to kind of found a divorce lawyer. They told him. They said you need to get rid of her, or you get rid of her, or you fired. They fired them, and I don't blame 'em. What she used all the money up? Oh no, baby dog. Like Ashley, she got food gold, and I'm gonna go over here and be with my gold, my sugar daddy. Yeah, me and my sugar daddy, we gonna stay here because me and my kids ain't living on the bridge.
Okay.
And like that girl, and did y'all catch when Kevin told what's the damn girl name is? Giselle, her ass was stanky.
yes, we do.
I
We
am
caught
so sorry.
it.
Yeah.
You just made it so much more intense. But yes, we caught it.
And girl, I just laughed my tail off. And somebody call Peter and get that mess off of Nika head. Okay?
Absolutely. All right, Lisa, you got anything else for us? We got another caller in the queue, okay? You got anything else?
Yeah, that's for it. And I liked it when Kevin shut that stuff down. She said, "Yeah, I'm getting my thighs." They know why I'm kind of come again to Kevin, and Kevin started dancing at the table. Yeah, I'm doing it for my thighs. Okay, girl, she shut. I mean, it was good. Yeah, I give it a 7. It
Okay.
Okay.
was good. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
better to me than other episodes than I
Yes,
thought.
it was. Yes, it was too.
At least
Y'all have a beautiful night, and I will see you, Cortez. I see you Wednesday night.
see
Okay.
you Wednesday night. All right, Lisa.
Bye.
Beverly Hills coming on, baby dog. We got to talk about Beverly Hills.
I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, there was Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Our next caller is going to be Brittany. Hey, Brittany, long time viewer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm good. I haven't seen you on here in a while. Welcome back.
Oh, because this show is just oof.
Yeah,
But
it's hard, but we pushing through it together. We gotta, get it to the end.
exactly. And I guess the thing that I want to focus on for me is I don't understand Robin's point at all. So when she says at the table, well, I said that Chris didn't have bad intentions. In my mind, I'm thinking, Robin, everybody knows that. The storyline was fake. Like, Giselle knows that the storyline was fake. She exaggerated things that happened to be provocative on camera. Mia lied. We saw that. Ashley lied with her friends. We saw that. Everything was fake. So she keeps talking as if she doesn't know that Giselle had malicious intent. And I feel like that's what Candace is trying to say. Like, girl, you're smart enough to know 7 seasons in that if Giselle tells you something off camera, which she admitted Giselle told her that night, that she was gonna bring it on the show. And you knew and you didn't tell Candace at all. And then you sat in scenes for some reason bringing up what Ashley said to you about Chris to Giselle. What do you think Giselle was going to say to you? Like she's being intentionally obtuse and she's being dumb and she's acting like we don't know that she like of course we're not saying that she like it's almost like she's taking Candace's accusations literally and saying, oh, like you sat in a huddle and said that, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do. No, you saw the writing on the wall, you didn't do anything, and you're acting as if you don't get what's going on when you do. Like it's just I don't understand it. And then her being mad about Candace at the tweets, it's like if you're not mad at Juan, you shouldn't be mad at anybody because you're being dragged because of Juan, not because of Candace. Candace could have tweeted nothing. You still would have been dragged because the story that you're telling is a lie. And very similar to Gizelle, everybody on the cast knows she's lying. Like nobody believes her, not even her own friends, and yet nobody is saying anything. And I feel like that's what's wrong with the show. It's like as long as you're in the opposite alliance, then they'll attack you. But if you're with them, then they'll pretend like they don't see it. And again, I think that's another one of Candace's problems because she knows that if Chris's name was on a hotel receipt, we would have been hearing about that all season. It's not being talked about only because it's Robin, but everybody knows she's lying, just like everybody knows Gizelle is lying. But for some reason, they're all kind of just sitting there and acting as if it's a two-way street. No, it's Giselle's fault. And everybody knows that. So it's just very frustrating to see Gizelle play the victim and Karen, similar to what you said, Cortez, she's not doing enough. You're right. There's a difference between playing the fence and doing what's right. And Karen is playing the fence like she knows, and she kind of got her a little bit with the, well, you're their mother so you say something, but still, Karen, you know that she's full of it too because she's done it to you so many times. But we're all supposed to sit here and act like she's not malicious when they all know that she is. It's just very frustrating to see somebody constantly get away with stuff because that doesn't even happen on any other housewife show besides this one.
That's true. No, it's very true. I completely agree. You know, I still do. I agree that I still believe that, you know, Candace. My issue is that Candace is not. She's acting like she has not said anything. Whether she's valid or not, right? And how she felt, she should at least be like. I would rather her be like, "Yeah, I said it,"
Right.
but she's acting like, you know, and I'm like, that's not the Candace I want to see. But I mean, maybe she's just not trying to, you know, like it's like the rest of the group move forward. She at this point doesn't care. She said that she just wants to, you know, shut the f up and move on. So, but I agree. I completely agree with you. You have anything else?
But I also feel like there might be, and I get you also too, like if she said just whatever, I said it, but I also feel like there's a part of her that's just tired.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like she has been swinging by herself since season 4, or even season 3, if we're really going to talk about it, constantly being ganged up on, constantly having to defend herself. I think she's like, listen, I said it, whatever. Like I'm not gonna apologize. I think she's done apologizing because she's done it so much with so many of them. With Ashley, even with Monique at a point. Previously, she's apologized to Gizelle for other things. She's let Robin pass with the speaker thing. I think she's kind of like done with trying to placate. She's over it and she's tired. I think that's what it is too. Even though I wish she would, but I get it. Like she's exhausted. Like sometimes you're just tired of fighting too.
I concur. Okay, Brittany, we got one more call in the queue. I'm gonna let you go. Okay, I appreciate you for calling. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Have a good night. All right, that was Brittany. Our last caller for tonight is going to be Tiana. Hey, Tiana, how are you?
Hi guys, how are you? I'm good.
What you got for us?
I really don't have much. I just want to ask you guys, like, so we saw Ashley do her little thing on her little Instagram live. Do you think she got dragged at the reunion for bringing Deborah and Deborah starting a whole fight, and that's really why she needs to take a step back?
I didn't see the live.
I saw the live. I saw people talking about it, asking that they feel like she got drugged. I don't know. I can't confirm whether or not she was. I didn't hear much about Ashley. I only heard about, you know, NECA, you know, a little bit of Candace, a little bit of Robin. And that's what I know. I don't know much about Ashley, but she was sitting at the end of the couch, and I do know, I'm sure it will come up. Kiana is there. She was there. So I don't know how they're gonna showcase this fight, how they're gonna talk about it, because I mean this happened, I think, right before the finale. So I don't really know the answer to that question, but I'm sure it will come up. And will she get dragged? If anything, it'll be about her marriage and or about that.
She needs to be.
She needs to be dragged for that
Or
because Deborah.
the Wendy thing too, because she is the reason why all that kind of started. So those are the three focal points for her in terms of drama this season. Outside of that, she's kind of just been there. So
Right.
it will be good. I hope Kiana does, let her have it. And because yeah.
Well,
I'm
I hope
sure she still
everybody
supports
lets her
Deborah.
have it because we all know what type of time Deborah's on. Like,
Everybody does.
Deborah is not,
Coonery.
oh, I want to coexist or any of that. Every time Deborah is on the screen, she's trying to confront somebody. She's trying to make a moment. So it just seems like if Ashley were to be dragged, that's really what she should be dragged for, because your friend came here and started some violence, and Gizelle is so against violence.
Ooh, okay.
She's so against violence.
Until
Why would
last
you bring your...
Right.
We all seen Deborah throw that drink.
Her
We did.
ankles fight each other, making room all the time.
And then not only Deborah, then you got this random hairstylist also pulling Kiana down.
Oh, the whole fight, yeah.
Yeah, like, so it's like, girl, not only did you bring one person to get into a tussle,
Oh,
you brought
the PYT was there. What you call them? The PYT, the pretty crew, pretty young crew.
the Gross sisters.
Whatever. Yeah, that applies.
Not the gross
The Gross sisters.
They all were there. They all were there. If you go back to the video when that
Ain't
happened,
none one of them young though. None of them look.
None of them look good. And based off of Ashley's Instagram, the only one she keeps on there is the fair skin looking lady.
obviously the really light one, of course.
Yeah, the hairstylist, she ain't in there no more, and Deborah, she ain't in there no more. So I'm thinking
something like that. I can't remember.
Deborah's eyebrows take up a
A
lot
while
of
ago.
That's a yucky gang of young ladies. They're yucky.
yucky.
they're very yucky because it was
Yeah.
so uncalled for. It was so unnecessary. It made me so irritated because it could have really just not have been a thing, and it is now a thing.
Mhm.
So I hope if Ashley got dragged or she was giving that little speech, it was really because of that. Because that was solely on Ashley. Because you brought them nasty folks over. Ashley only hang out with nasty people.
Yeah.
She marry nasty folks. She hang out with nasty folks.
Yeah.
She don't got...
Read her, Tiana.
Yeah. I mean,
it made me mad.
She smells like bologna, I'm sure.
Really. And when she came out, she said, "This is my birthday outfit, girl."
Right.
She did.
Right,
She was
Tiana,
excited about it too.
Huh? All right, Tiana, we're gonna let you go. Okay, thank you for calling. All right.
No problem. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you, Tiana.
Bye.
Hopefully your question is answered when New Year comes out. I didn't get that tea, so I can only get so much, child. They don't want them to take us down because I be getting too much tea, but whatever. If I get it, I'm gonna send it to y'all. All right, y'all. Well, listen, tonight was a good show. Of course, our shows are always better. Just because one is latest night, let's start there, and then two, because the lean, we always have great conversation, great dialogue. Not just because of everyone on the panel, but of course the callers that call in. So thank you to Tiana, thank you to thank you to Tiana, thank you to Brittany and Lovable Lisa, and thank you to you all in the comments, keeping us, making all these comments, making all these references, keeping the shade going. It's always fun. 3 quick announcements really quick before we lean out. Of course, it came to my understanding that you guys did not know that we have merch. We've had merch for actually almost 2 years now. So, if you go to theleanofficial.com, where they go, the link right here, you can find all of our merch. We have mugs, we have hats, we have shirts. If you want to be, walking around leaning outside of just leaning in on the TV, on the show, the camera right here, you can put some good merch on, buy you some merch, support us or whatnot. Just walk around, get the word out. I mean, we've been here for almost 5 years, so it's because of you and everyone up here. So shout out to us. Okay. Listen, literally, I mean, Jasmine, as Asia, everybody here that has been here for almost this full time, with the exception of our 3 newest panelists, but they coming up on their year. So at this point, we doing this, we're putting out content. Also, we, as I mentioned, we had our very own lean traitors game that we played during our cabin retreat summit last week. It is up. You guys should watch it. It is very, very entertaining. I'm not just saying that because I'm in it and because I edited it, but I'm saying it because it's truly, truly, truly a good time. Like watching it back, being there is one thing, but watching it back was just hilarious and so much y'all didn't see. We're gonna drop the reunion too. Yes, we're all still friends, but after that weekend, I didn't know, but no, we all made it cool.
For the most part.
But
don't it just cover every base for the most part?
We all still fine. And then finally, I wanted to make a formal announcement. So, of course, if you guys been watching, we have members and everyone does their own things. But Chase, one of our panelists here, actually started his own, very much so, YouTube channel, and it's called No Chase TV. Because he's gonna be giving it to y'all straight. We try to be a little bit more PG. We try to be PG around here, but over there, you about to get it straight. So I would say I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you guys to subscribe to his channel, check out his content. He's still a member of the lean, he's still part of our family, but with great things and great situations, we always come forth and we move forward with our own endeavors, and so he's doing it as well. So make sure y'all check out his page. Where is the goddamn link, child? I didn't have it in here. Where it go, y'all? I'm around doing so much right now, child. But make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel. Check out some of his content. He'll be covering some shows over here, but also shows over there as well. So, with that being said, make sure you guys hit the like button. Married to Medicine was spicy. I think tomorrow's reunion recap is going to be spicy. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and reach out to that panel, let them know. Don't be getting on there acting all crazy. Because I'm sure Jasmine is just like she back here. I think she's gonna be over there tomorrow too, and I'm scared for everybody. So
I'm scared. Take this mic.
Check out the review. We have Beverly Hills to recap. The part 2 reunion recap this Wednesday, and then Miami is on their final and third reunion recap as well. Potomac is the last rolling show. It's going to take us right into New Jersey, but we're going to be here for the remainder of the season as well. So check out our content, check out the Traders Review, check out our merch, and check out Chase's YouTube channel, No Chaser TV. And with that being said, like this video one last time. I'm going to say it one more time before we get out of here. 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And thank y'all. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Asia. And we'll see y'all next time, okay?
Good night.